Hello and welcome to Christianity and Pop Culture, the only show where I'm contractually obligated to tell you that I am not the host, even though I'm clearly hosting the episode. This gag's been going on for so long, I'm running out of ways to present it like it's new. But today, we're going to talk about something really old, because we're also talking about something really new. To commemorate Kingdom Hearts 3 finally having a release date after like 13 years. It's been so long. If you haven't been playing games as long as I have, or don't really like Disney, I will clue you into one of the most influential franchises of my generation. Kingdom Hearts is a game jointly produced by Square Enix, the folks who made Final Fantasy, and Disney, the folks who, well, are Disney. You play as Sora, a young teenager whose world is swallowed by the darkness generated by the Heartless, a manifestation of the hearts lost when a person dies to the darkness. It's pretty simple. You go from world to world using the power of your Keyblade to lock the heart of each world, so the Heartless can't consume it. It's, kinda old. It was released in 2002, 16 years ago. That being said, it's an old, near and dear classic. Also, big spoilers inbound, so if you have some odd intention of finding a 16-year-old game and console that plays it and playing it through, maybe avoid this episode until you've played it. But it's 16 years old, so we're guessing it's safe to spoil. Advance warning, we're too confused here to get you gameplay footage off of the PS2, so I guess we'll show you pictures? I don't know, we'll do something. Anyway, the game is a hack-and-slash action RPG that employs at least a few adventure tropes as well. I'd like to start from pretty much the beginning here and talk a little bit about naming conventions and symbols. There's actually a lot of naming subtlety you missed in Kingdom Hearts if you don't speak Japanese, because the three main characters are named in relation to each other. Let's start with the main character, Sora. Sora in Japanese means sky. There are a lot of interpretations you can take away, but I would suggest that he is sky for his nobility and for his position as a traveler between worlds who comes to save them. His counterpart and foil character is Riku, whose name means land. He is corrupted and twisted and more easily swayed, like the people. Don't worry, I'll break down the symbolism in a minute. Lastly, we've got Kairi, whose name means ocean, because she's the expanse between the sky and land. So let's break this down specifically with a nice chart. So first, we've got Sora. Sora is sky because he's virtuous and a savior character. Riku is a corruptible human being who falls to the darkness, if briefly. Japan associates earth, land, etc. with humanity, so that's that. In between them, the bridge between the land and the sky, which is incidentally scriptural, is Kairi, the ocean. The point here is that Riku is humanity and Sora is the saving of humanity. Alright, overused segment section rollout. Sora saves humanity, also duckmanity. And dogmanity. And look, it's an analogy. His whole thing is going around saving worlds, over and over, and over. So how does he do it? He goes to a world and closes the heart of the world to the darkness, so it cannot be consumed. It's pretty simple. This is similar to the way that we ask God to protect our hearts from sin and Satan, although I don't know if I'd go so far as to say that was an intentional parallel. On the other hand, the theme of shielding our hearts from corruption is certainly intentional, and that resonates well with the Christian worldview. Before we get into this one, I'd like to push out a little note. The Lutheran Church Missouri Synod does not accept the existence of purgatory. It's not actually scriptural. But people use purgatory as a Christian symbol, so we'll include it on the premise that people associate it with Christianity. Here's my suggestion. Traverse Town, the first non-intro world, is purgatory. Why? When worlds die, any inhabitants too stubborn to be swallowed by the darkness invariably make their way to Traverse Town in one way or another. Sora woke up there spontaneously. Simba became a small stone and appeared there. It, like purgatory, is the crossroads between the darkness and the light. The afterlife is a completely different ballgame in Kingdom Hearts than it is in pretty much anything else, but they gloss over it so quickly you'd never notice it if you blinked. When people die, their souls or hearts are released. When they are killed by a Heartless, their heart is corrupted and they become a Heartless themselves. To that end, the Heartless seek entrance to Kingdom Hearts, to feast on the hearts it holds and plunge the universe into darkness. Kingdom Hearts is a completely unidentified entity. Nobody knows what's inside because, in general, you have to be dead to get there. Just like with heaven, nobody knows exactly what heaven will be like. Throughout most of the game, it's unclear whether Kingdom Hearts is more similar to heaven or to hell. The villain, Ansem, is of the belief that Kingdom Hearts is darkness, the negative emotions in people's hearts. Sora disagrees on the premise that people's hearts are naturally gravitated toward goodness, so Kingdom Hearts is in fact light. The moment of truth occurs in the final battle, when Ansem forces Kingdom Hearts open and is blinded with the overwhelming light contained within, proving that Kingdom Hearts is more like heaven. Finally, in order to ensure that Kingdom Hearts remains inaccessible to the darkness, Mickey Mouse, I'm serious, and Riku enter to pull the door closed from the inside, while Sora, Donald Duck, and Goofy push from the outside. A fun, probably unintentional parallel, just like in the game, 2 people entered heaven without dying in the Bible. Bonus points if you can guess who they are in the comments. Anyway, the point is, Kingdom Hearts is like heaven, because it collects souls after death, is full of light, and banishes darkness away from it. Also, it's the heart of all worlds, but that's less directly important. So that was Christianity and pop culture for Kingdom Hearts. We hope you enjoyed it. Got any suggestions? We'll take them and consider them carefully before invariably delaying them until we can actually figure out how to do them. See you later. Sora disagrees on this. Sora disagrees on this. He goes to... Although I don't know if I'd go so far... Yes, you have.